Nah, I'm not gonna hold y'all and talk forever on this Hazbin Hotel, but I do gotta chime in on Hazbin Hotel. I've been watching Hell of a Boss, which is also a part of the same people who create the Hazbin Hotel. And what I find interesting, first of all, is how we can really just effortlessly make stories about hell, but we really, really struggle with telling stories about heaven. It's always angels coming down visiting, if you notice, but never really any stories that specifically tell you about how heaven works and just living in heaven. But we can give you detailed stories about hell. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying that there were none ever written. I'm just saying that in mainstream, we don't visually see things like that, for clarity's sake. And what I find is, and what I'm really finding interesting, I love the characters. My favorite characters, of course, is the Seraphim, because the Seraphim are so beautiful and melanin rich. So, that's probably where my bias comes from. Now, just aesthetically, I love the Seraphim, how the Seraphim look. But I love Angel's character, the one whose name is Angel, and they're a very androgynous being. I live for them. I love how they're making the story closely related with what's actually going on Earth. It just doubles down the fact that hell and earth is the same place. Like, it's really, really exposing that tea, and it's showing you, we look at hell as just this place of, just misery for everybody, but no, it's levels to it, and that's again how it really connects with earth for me. It's levels to it, and not everybody is suffering and struggling in hell. It's overlords and high level people. And low-key, I kind of feel like this is the reason why we won't visually get a breakdown of heaven, because a lot of people learn visually. Like, they're not readers, but they learn visually. And if we were visually able to see that heaven was set up the same way, then we would see how all of this stuff is about hierarchy and capitalism and overlords. Like, for people who are visual learners, they would be able to see how it's all aligned and intertwined. Baby, the Hazbin Hotel, where demons is living their best life in them good old fiery pits of hell, honey. Oh, baby, they giving out tea on here. And it would do you best to get you a nice old hot cup of this tea, baby, because this the age of Aquarius, and they exposing it. Get your cup of tea, baby. If you got discernment, you could see how these cartoons be really, really exposing the tea. Clock it.